So let's continue with the optional parts of the other paper for the WASSCE 2023, paper 2, core mathematics. WASSCE 2023, general mathematics, paper 2. So question number 6, it says that the second, fourth, and sixth terms of a geometric progression, GP, are 2x minus 4, 13x plus 4, and 122x minus 4. So we are supposed to find the value of x, the common ratio, and the first term. So we are going to set up equations. You recall that for a geometric progression, we have the second term to be AR, and that is equal to 2x minus 4, according to this question. Then the fourth term is AR exponent 3, and according to this, AR exponent 3 is equal to 13x plus 4. Then the fifth term, AR exponent, the sixth term, AR exponent 5 is equal to 122x minus 4. So we have equation 1, equation 2, then we have equation 3. All these are three simultaneous equations in 3 variables. So we need to make one of them the subject. So we are going to make A the subject in equation 1. So from equation 1, we can see that A is equal to 2x minus 4 over R. So I can call this equation 4. So I'll put equation 4 in equation 2 and equation 3. So equation 4 in equation 2. Equation 4 in equation 2 will give us A, which is 2x minus 4 over R times R cube is equal to 13x plus 4. So the R will cancel this. We have 2x minus 4 times R squared is equal to 13x plus 4. So R squared will be equal to 13x plus 4 over 2x minus 4. So we can call this equation 5. Then we're going to put equation 4 again in equation 3. So equation 4 in equation 3. So that will give us 2x minus 4 over R times R exponent 5 is equal to 122x minus 4. So this will cancel this. So we are going to get 2x minus 4. R exponent 4 is equal to 122x minus 4. So it means R exponent 4 is equal to 122x minus 4 over 2x minus 4. Equation 6. So recall that R exponent 4 is the same as R squared times R squared is equal to 122x minus 4 over 2x minus 4. Let me call this one rather equation 6. Let me cancel this. Now we are going to proceed. So we can put equation 5 because we have R squared. Whatever we see R squared, we put 13x plus 4 so that we get a linear equation or an equation in one variable x. So we have 13x plus 4 over 2x minus 4 times 13x plus 4 over 2x minus 4 is equal to 122 x minus 4 over 2x minus 4. So when you multiply through by 2x minus 4 squared, you are left with 13x plus 4 times 13x plus 4 all over 2x minus 4 is equal to 122x minus 4. So 13x plus 4 times 13x plus 4 is equal to 122x minus 4 times 2x minus 4. So when we expand, we get 169x squared plus 104x plus 16 is equal to 244x squared minus 496x plus 16. So you see, plus 16 will go. So we are going to get 169x squared minus 249x squared. That will give us minus 75x squared. Then 104 minus, so plus this will give you plus 600x is equal to 0. So you factor negative 75x out. We have x minus 8 is equal to 0. So negative 75x is either equal to 0 or x minus 8 is equal to 0. So x would either be equal to 0 or x will be equal to 8. Now when you put x equals 0 in this, we will get AR equal negative 4. And when you put x equals 0 in this, we also get AR exponent 5 equal negative 4, which is not valid for a geometric progression. So we will discard x equal 0. Therefore, we have x to be equal to 8. Now, when x equal 8, we substitute x equal 8 into equation 1, which will give us AR is equal to 2x minus 4 is 16 minus 4, which is 12. So we can call this equation 7. Then we also have 8 into equation 2. So we are going to get AR cube equal 108. That is equation 8. Now when we divide equation 8 by equation 7, we get AR cube over AR is equal to 108 over 12. That will give us R squared equal 9. So therefore R is equal to 3. Let's take the positive one. So R equal 3. When R equal 3, then we will have A times R equal 12. So A should be equal to 4. Therefore, X equal 8, R equal 3, and A is equal to 4. These are the solutions of the given equation. Now we have to move on to the next question, which is question number 7. Question number 7. Bala owns a hairdressing salon. He buys a pack of 60 bottles of shampoo from a warehouse for $240 and sells a bottle for $550. So we need to get the unit price. When we divide 240 by $240 by 60, we will get $4 each. So that is how much he bought each of them. Now we're told that we are supposed to calculate the percentage profit on each bottle. So he is selling each bottle at $5.5. So percentage profit on each of them will be equal to the profit over cost price. So profit is 5.5 minus 4 all over cost price, which is 4 times 100 percent. So that will give you 1.5 over 4 times 100%, which is equal to um, 37.5%. So that is the percentage profit on each bottle of shampoo sold. Then the B part says that, so this is the A part. The B part says that if Bala sells 45 bottles at 5.5 each, so um, total sales made, total sales made, total sales will be equal to 45 times 5.5 plus. Now they said he sold the rest at 20% discount. So instead of selling all of them each at $5.5, he decided to sell 45 of them at 5.5. Then the rest you offer 20% discount. So the 20% discount is like 80% of the 5.5. So 0.8 is the same as 80% times 5.5. So the remaining bottle will be 15 because he bought 60 of them. He bought 60 of the bottles and he sold 45 of them. So times 15 already. He sold 45 of them already. So left with 15 bottles. And when we calculate this, we're supposed to get this amount of money, which is um, 313.5. $313.5. Now, that is what you get if you sell all the 60 bottles, 5.5 for 45 and 20% discount for the remaining 15. We are supposed to calculate the total profit made on the 60 bottles. So the 60 bottles, you bought them for $240. So this total profit made, total profit, total profit, total profit will be equal to total sales minus cost price. So that will be $313.5 minus $240, and that will give us $73.5. Good. So let's go to the question number 8. The data represents the ordered marks scored by 10 applicants in an interview. 3, 4, 2x, 5x plus 4, 2x squared minus 1, 5x minus 2, 8, 9, and 10. Given that the median mark is 6.5, find the value of x. So the median mark, the numbers in the middle are this and this. So we add them. That is x plus 4 plus 2x squared minus 1 all over. So we are doing the a part all over 2. This is supposed to be equal to 6.5. 6.5. So we need to simplify this. So we get 2x squared plus x plus 3 all over 2 is equal to 6.5 times 2, which is 13. So 2x squared plus x plus 3 minus 13 is equal to 0. So we get 2x squared plus x minus 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So when we factor this and solve, we will get 2x plus 5 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we'll get x is either equal to negative 5 over 2 or x is equal to 2. So these are the possible values of x. But we're told that this one represents the ordered marks. No one can score negative mark. So therefore we discard x equal negative 5. Therefore x is equal to 2. Now when x equal 2, we have to calculate the mean mark. So the mean mark, we need to substitute x equal 2 into these values. And then that will give us a new data set. 3, 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. So we are getting the real data set now, not in terms of the variables. It's not a new data set. We are getting the real data set now. So now it is easy for us to calculate the mean, which is given by, so the B part, mean is equal to summation x over summation over n. And this mean will be equal to summation x should give us 68 over 10. And that will give us 6.8 as the mean mark. So 6.8 mark is a mean. Now let's look at question number 9. Okay, the B part of question number 8 says that if the pass mark for the interview is 8, what percentage of the applicants passed? So the pass mark is 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people passing. So if 4 people are passing, then the percentage of people who pass is 4 over 10 times 100. And that will give us 40% passed. 40% passed. So that is the B part of the question. Now let's proceed to the question number 9. A man of height 1.6 meters stood at a point P on a horizontal ground. He observed a stationary object K in the air at an angle of elevation of 32 degrees. He moved 32 meters directly towards the object to a point Q and observed the object at an angle of elevation of 42 degrees. Illustrate the information in a diagram. Calculate correct to the nearest whole number the perpendicular distance from K to the ground. So we can illustrate the information like this. So this is the object K in the air that the man was observing. The man is 1.6 meters tall. And initially he was here, now he moved 32 meters. Now he can observe at 42 degrees. So that is the A part of the question. The B part says you should calculate correct to the nearest whole number, the perpendicular distance from K to the ground. So this is K to the ground. So we know this is 1.6 meters as well. And when we call the whole of this thing to be h, then from here to here will be h minus 6, x minus 1.6. So when we find h, then the h will be the vertical distance from the point K to the ground. So we can form equations, simultaneous equations, and solve. So we represent this from the distance from here to Q as x. Then tan 32 degrees will be equal to opposite over adjacent. The opposite is h minus 1.6 meters over adjacent, which is tan 32. The adjacent is from this distance to this distance, which is x plus 32. So this will give us, when we cross multiply, we get 32 plus x times tan 32 degrees equal h minus 1.5. Now we expand to get this. Then we can now expand further to get this. We now convert the values into decimals. So if you punch tan 32 degrees on your calculator, you should get this. And if you punch this, you should get this. Now we can simplify further to get something like this. And we make x the subject by dividing through by 0.624, and that will give us equation 1. X equal 1.6003h minus 34.5588. Equation 1. To get equation 2, we are not going to use the second triangle, which is the one containing 42 degrees. So tan 42 will be equal to opposite again, which is this side, over adjacent, which is x. So we now also make x the subject to obtain something like this, equation 2. Now we can equate equation 2 and equation 1 because they are all equal to x. So equation 2 is equal to equation 1. So equation 1 equal equation 2. That will give us this linear equation. We group like terms and solve for h to be 66.9. So to the nearest whole number, h is equal to 67 meters. So the distance from that point to the ground, vertical distance, is 67 meters. Again, let's move on to question number 10. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle. So we are on this question. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle with radius R. A line segment AB is a chord of length 24.2 centimeters, and the perimeter of triangle AOB is 52.2 centimeters. Calculate correct to the nearest whole number angle AOB. So let's see whether we can solve it. We are on question number 10A. So first we need to calculate the radius. We know this is the radius and this is equal to the radius as well. So the radius plus the radius, 2 radii plus 24.2 centimeters is supposed to be equal to the perimeter of triangle AOB, which is 52.2. So when we solve this, we get 2r is equal to 52.2 minus 24.2, which is 28. Dividing through by 2, we get r to be equal to 14 centimeters. Now since r is 14 centimeters, okay, let's use a formula here. You know, the distance, the distance from A to B is the length of the chord, and that length of the chord, D, or distance from A to B, is given by 2r sine theta over 2, which is sine of the angle AOB over 2. So AB, which is 24.2 centimeters, will be equal to 2 times of the radius, which is 14, sine of the angle AOB, over 2. So 2 times 14 is 28. So dividing through by 28, we get 24.2 centimeters over 28 centimeters is equal to sine of angle AOB over 2. So when you divide this on your calculator, you should get something like 0.8643 is equal to sine of angle AOB over 2. So sine inverse of this angle 0.8643 is equal to angle AOB over 2. So sine inverse of this should give us 59.8012. So we multiply this by 2 to get angle AOB. So times 2 is equal to angle AOB. So angle AOB will be equal to 119.602 angle AOB. And we are supposed to round it to the nearest whole number. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 120 degrees. Question number 11. Okay. Question number number 10b. Number 10b. The 10b, we are supposed to calculate the equation of a straight line. A straight line passes through the point 1430. Find the equation of the line. So, to find the equation of the line, we use this formula. Y minus y1 is equal to m into bracket x minus x1. So the m is the gradient, which is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if this is my x1 y1 and x2 y2, then my m will be equal to y2 is 0 minus y1 is 4 over x2 is 3 minus x1 is 1. So m will be equal to negative 4 over 2, which is equal to negative 2. So if m equal negative 2, I just have to plug in that m here. Then y minus y1, according to this, what we choose is 4. Y minus 4 is equal to m, negative 2 into bracket x minus x1, which is 1. So if that is the case, we have y minus 4 is equal to, we expand this, we get negative 2x plus 2. So we get y equal negative 2x plus 2 plus 4. So we are going to get y equal negative 2x plus 6 as the equation of the line. Now let's look at question number 11a. In the diagram, ABCD is a circle with chord AB and CD produced to meet at E. and line segment BE is equal to line segment DE. Angle CBD equal 50 degrees and angle BED equal 40 degrees. Find angle BAD. BAD. We are finding this angle here. So since this is 40 degrees, this will be 70, 70. Because 70 plus 70, 140 plus 40 is 180. So you have to find that angle. Angle. So we found this angle to be 70 degrees. Now angle BCD. Angle BCD will be equal to angle BCD. Okay, angle BCD. Let's add it to angle BCD plus angle 50 degrees. It should be equal to 70 degrees because the external angle theorem applies here. This angle is equal to the sum of the opposite remote angles of the triangle BCD. So angle BCD will be equal to 20 degrees because 70 minus 50 is 20. So when this angle is 20 degrees, this one is 20 degrees because angles in alternate segment, angles in the same segment are equal. Therefore, angle BAD is equal to angle BCD, which is equal to 20 degrees. Then let's look at the B part. The length and width of a rectangle are in a ratio 5:2. So length is to width is in the ratio 5:2. So this implies that L over W is equal to 5/2, or L is equal to 5/2W. We can call this equation 1 since we expect another equation from the next information. The next information said if the perimeter of the rectangle is 70 meters, so we know that, so 70 centimeters, we know that perimeter of a rectangle is given by 2 times length plus the width. So 70 will be equal to 2 times of L plus W. Dividing through by 2, you get 35 is equal to L plus W. So we can put, and we can here borrow some space. We can call this equation 2. That is equation 2. So when you put this equation here, you get something like this. "35 is equal to 5/2W plus W. When you multiply through by 2, you get 70 is equal to 5W plus 2W. So you get 70 is equal to 7W. So W will be equal to 10 and L will be equal to 5/2 times 10, which is equal to 2 here, 5 is equal to 25 centimeters. So the area of the rectangle will be equal to 25 times 10. Area will be equal to 25 times 10, which is equal to 250 centimeter squared. Now let's proceed with question number 12. A basket contains 3 types of fruits, A, B, and C. All of the same size. The total number of fruits is 20 and the probability of selecting fruit C is 3/10. If the number of fruit B is 1 less than twice the number of fruits A. Find the number of each type of fruit in a basket. So before we begin, please kindly subscribe to this channel. And I want to thank you if you have already subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for doing that. So let's solve the question number 12. So it said the basket contains 3 types of fruits, and the probability of selecting fruit C is 3/10, and the total number of fruits is 20. So number of fruits C is equal to probability of fruit C times the number of fruits in a basket, which is 20. So 10 will go here 2 times. So the number of fruits C is 6. Now we are left with 14 fruits in a basket. So it means that fruit A plus B, fruit A plus fruit B should be equal to 14. Now I say if the number of fruit B is 1 less than, so B is equal to something minus 1. What is that thing? Twice of A. So 2A minus 1. So this is equation 2, equation 1. So we put equation 2 into equation 1. So this implies that A plus 2A minus 1 is equal to 14. So 3A will be equal to 15. So A will be equal to 5. So if A equal to 5, then B will be equal to 2A, which is 2 times 5, 10 minus 1, 9. And the B part says we should solve this equation. So to solve this equation, we first of all bring this one here to get log 10x squared minus log 10 9 equal 4. So if that is the case, the division rule of logarithm says if they are dividing, if they are subtracting, we divide. So log x squared over 9 base 10 is equal to 4. So we use anti-logarithm. This base will come and raise a 4 here. So x squared over 9 is equal to 10 exponent 4. So x squared will be equal to 10 exponent 4, which is 10,000 times 9. 9 times 10 exponent 4. So that will give us, we now square both sides. So x squared will be equal to 3 squared times 100 squared. So x squared will be equal to 300 squared. Therefore, x is equal to 300. Okay. So let us now come to question number 13. We are to copy and compare the table of values for y equal to x squared minus x minus 4, negative 3, 2, 3. So we copy and copy the table. We get something like this. I know you can show working for this. Remember to show working before you get this. Then using a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 centimeters to 2 units on the y-axis, draw the graph of y equal to x squared minus x minus 4, negative 3 is less than x less than 3. So 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the x-axis is this. Then 2 centimeters to 2 units on the y-axis is this. So we have to draw the graph. So we plot the point. To plot -317, you can start from the origin. Then you move -3 units. Then you move up now to 17, which is here. So that is how you plot the point. So the point 17 is here. That is -317. Then you repeat the same process to plot all the points. -26, -1, -1, 0, -4, 1, -3, 2, 2, and then finally 3, 11. Then you draw a smooth curve through it. Now we have to use the graph to find the roots of the equation 2x² minus x minus. So where the graph cuts the x-axis, this point and this point, which is -1.2 and 1.7. Then the range of values of x for which y decreases as x increases. So y is decreasing and decreasing on this range of values, to this point. So the inequality there is -3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to, is less than 0.3, because at this particular point it is neither increasing nor decreasing. So the minimum point is here. So that is 0.3, -4.1. Thank you so much for tuning in to us to solve these papers. I know that you surely do well in your exams. Keep working hard and you will never fail. Wishing you all the best.